The fear and greed index for the overall market is sitting at a neutral. Recently, people were greedy, the market was at an all-time high, and now that it's selling off a little bit, people are right in the middle as to, are we going to crash or are we going to have another leg up? Is this the beginning of the bull market? The crypto fear and greed index, however, stays resilient as people hang on to their crypto waiting for an altcoin season, with the greed index sitting at an 82 out of 100. Now, before we get into the overall market and cryptocurrency, wave your hand goodbye to Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler, the SEC chair who has overlooked several things for retail investors, is now stepping down, announcing his resignation and saying that he will submit his letter of resignation on November 18th. Moving on, there's something called a pizza meter. Now, this is just a theory that emerged in the early 1990s, potentially foreshadowing imminent foreign policy or military actions. The pizza meter phenomenon is often seen as a playful but insightful example of how mundane patterns like food orders can offer clues about government activities, specifically pizza. It suggests that when high-pressure meetings or long hours are expected at government institutions, employees result to bulk orders, reflecting the heightened urgency or stress associated with major decisions. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because Warren Buffett just purchased shares of Domino's Pizza, ticker symbol DPZ. Lottery sucks, he just bought Domino's Pizza stock. Who really cares? Well, first of all, Warren Buffett, we have seen, has been sitting on loads of cash recently, selling his blue chip stocks, selling his Apple stock for the first time, right? So this is not normal. Now he is purchasing a pizza company, right? Potentially purchasing pizza in bulk. Does this have to do with the phenomenon of something very large about to take place, or him indicating that something very large has to take place? Major reforms, something along the lines of a market crash, or something that we have not seen before, or at least seen recently. Now, the S&P 500 sold off. We are sitting on the 4-hour time frame, trading at 587.16, down 1% on the day. As you can see, we broke below a level that I wanted to watch at 592. I said that I would not be upset if the SPY came down to 592 and had a slight correction before bouncing even higher. However, we broke below that. Now, the only time we broke below this sort of pattern that we have drawn out, which we did near a peak, which is kind of scary, was back here. And we had a 2.12% correction to essentially shake paper hands out before the massive move up to all-time high. If that same thing were to take place, this 2.12% correction actually comes perfectly down to a crucial support level, which is trading at 579. That is the ultimate bottom I see for the S&P 500 if we are not in a crash scenario. Do we have to get there? No, the correction could be done right here at 586. I also said earlier in Discord the SPY has to hold 586. It looks like we are getting a hold here, at least on the 4-hour chart. But if we come up and we back test 588.25 or 588.40 and we get a rejection candle, the SPY is likely to break below 586 and come down to 582 or 582.50, and then potentially that bottom at 579. Ultimately, this is what we are taking a look at with the overall market. Here is the daily time frame. You can see it is very scary. It looks like a crash scenario. It looks very harsh of a downtrend. This is not light in any way. Now, GameStop is now apparently more than a meme stock, according to Zacks, quoting that GameStop is cash rich. Now, normally these articles do not state that GameStop or AMC is more than a meme stock. They just state how awful the company is. However, GameStop is turning that around, obviously a cash-rich company, and have created a floor while diluting, which is a pretty impressive thing to see. We are trading at 27.20, up 1.2% on the day. I have you on the weekly chart because I think that is what is important. If you look at the weekly chart, you should not be freaking out. And that goes with several crypto plays as well, which we're going to talk about. And I'm going to talk about cryptos that I actually entered, some new cryptos that are very accessible to you, the average retail investor, or the advanced retail investor. Overall, GameStop is building a lot of momentum to the upside here to start next week, as well as a nice little gamma ramp with 70,000 calls expiring in the money coming into next week, as well as these 3 beautiful weekly candles. Okay, I'm expecting a large weekly candle for next week, which ultimately I expect hopefully the SPY not to crash here and have one more leg up along with crypto, which we're going to get into. AMC had a drop in short exempts for the 14th. Obviously, we haven't gotten much volume. The only time we had a slight tick up in volume, they dumped a bunch of short exempts on it, and we tested the top of the breakout of this channel. Ultimately, AMC plays out this parallel channel every single time. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it before it rips up. Now, there are several indications showing AMC is about to rip, one of them being XRP, up almost 14% on the day and was up yesterday. You can see these two huge green candles that you have here breaking out of this wedge, coming up and hitting our first price target at 85 cents without resistance, right? We blew past it, and now you're kind of fighting resistance around 91 cents, which is the recent high of this candle right here that you hit back in July of 2023. Is this going to be the resistance? Is this going to be over? Ultimately, if other coins end up going higher, this is not the top of XRP, but you can see it is major resistance. You can see way back here, as far back as you see it start trading, back here as well before it got a major rejection right here. And now we are essentially at what I'd say is the fourth test of this, because this back here in 2021 wasn't really a test. This was just a breakout of every single resistance level possible. With that being said, where is XRP going to go? $1.14 is my next price target. $1.62 is the one after that. However, keep in mind, XRP is now at a $50 billion market cap, and that is exactly why this resistance is so strong on XRP. A cryptocurrency reaching a $50 billion market cap is pretty high. But I do want to say, if there is some utility behind this, if there's some backing behind this, XRP can go well above 50 billion market cap, because it's not just a meme stock. Some people are diehard XRP. This is not just a meme crypto. I'm sorry. This is more than that. So it could go above 50 billion market cap. Before we get into the other cryptos, I want to talk about a couple of things. Trump to eliminate all capital gains taxes on cryptocurrencies issued by US companies, which is insane. If this can get passed, you know what's happening. Right? I'll just leave it at that. Also, Phantom breaks into the top 10 utilities on the App Store in the US, and this is confirmed. Phantom Crypto Wallet. That means that there are so many people jumping into the App Store, flooding into cryptocurrencies, and who are just getting started. This is showing you that people are just getting started, right? Apps are being downloaded for crypto, and they are just being purchased. Retail investors who've never traded crypto before are likely getting in. Bitcoin, on the 4-hour time frame, you could say this is forming some sort of ugly head and shoulders pattern. Therefore, if this were to form and fulfill, ultimately, by the end of November, the monthly candle would close essentially under 84,000, and this would be bearish for Bitcoin. This is the unlikely scenario. Bitcoin has too much momentum, too much positive news, positive catalyst behind this, and I really just don't see this happening. Ultimately, I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin, and I think we're actually going to gap up from here, probably tonight or over the weekend when the market's closed, and then next week, the SPY is going to have a major bounce. So hopefully, this is a bloody Friday for the market, and over the weekend, crypto is going to lead again, and then start the week, it's going to change things around. Now, I want to talk about Dogecoin really quick, Pepe, and a few others that I just entered. But first, guys, if you're not in the Discord, it's the top link in the description of the video. I post my trades as soon as I enter them. You can come talk stocks and crypto with me and the most amazing people all day long. Level yourself up, guys. Also, if you're not in any Discords and you haven't joined a Discord, I remember when I first started, it was actually a game changer. So come level yourself up. Join a group chat with people who want the same thing as you, becoming financially free, and who have that drive like yourself. Okay, so get in the Discord. There are also a ton of other benefits, including market news alerts. So you really don't have to look anywhere else. You don't have to look for articles. You don't have to look on Twitter. There's also dark pool print orders that come through, large block trade, option sweep orders, insider trades, and more that you get out of Discord. Now, Dogecoin is also at a $52 billion market cap, almost $53 billion market cap, which is very dangerous, especially since this sort of meme coin. However, it is strongly backed. It is backed by Elon Musk. Dogecoin is fighting to hold support here. You can see the floor is on, okay? 35 cents. If Dogecoin breaks this floor and gets a structural break, it's not gonna scale down slow. This is going to crash down to 29 cents. If we don't hold 29 cents, which if there is a big volume candle down here, once you break that structure at 35 cents, and you see people selling, this is going to crash through that weak support at 29 and come down to 22, potentially wick under, right, to maybe 20 cents, and ultimately either get bought back up or that is it for the parade. Now, I do want to say, if Dogecoin comes under 22 cents, this time around, if it holds the floor at 35 cents, is very bullish. I'm just going to tell you right now, you saw yesterday I added Dogecoin. I still hold Dogecoin. But if we break under 35 cents, it's going to get very bearish, and you either may be holding for a very long time until the next cycle, depending on what the market does, right? If the market goes green, bullish, gets a turnaround, and you're still holding Doge and it dropped down to 29 cents or 22 cents, that I'd say is a buying opportunity. And then you see Bitcoin go up, altcoins are likely to follow. That's a dip buy opportunity. Ultimately, if we break higher, watch 37 cents to get over and close above. Hopefully tonight, if we close above 37 cents tonight, that'll be bullish for Dogecoin. At some point, watch for one of these random candles. The longer this holds the floor, the more potential you are to see one of these weird green candles that's going to come up to 38 cents and then start to scale down. And then you're going to see another one of these candles, and then ultimately these doji candles that are going to bring this thing up, or vice versa, right? So just to keep that in mind. Pepe is a little bit different. It's trading at a $8.8 billion market cap. Obviously, this one is well known. It's strongly backed, but does it have as much of a backing as Dogecoin? I'm not sure. However, you can see that Pepe is building out this flag pattern right here, and it is trading in the flag. And I think 8 billion market cap shows that there is more room for upside, and you are at a bounce scenario. This looks like a bullish chart, even though it had a recent breakout. And I just want to point that out there to you on Pepe. I do still hold my Pepe, and I'm pretty optimistic on it. ADA, I just bought. This is sitting at a $23 billion market cap, which could potentially go higher. This one is more so risky, just to put it on your radar. Algorand up 22%. I'm also in this one, trading at 17 cents currently. As you can see, there was lots of upside back in 2021. And if we get anything relatively close to that, that would be an insane gain, where this thing came up to $3 and at 17 cents, which is just insane. Bonk, another one I'm bullish on. I actually have Bonk. I don't think Bonk's market cap is high. I think it's only at 2 billion, probably around 3 billion with this breakout. And it is breaking out strong. Okay, it tested this breakout once, twice, 3 times. Now the 4th test, just like XRP. I think this one's it. I think Bonk, with the momentum you're getting, is about to fly. 4 zeros, 4954, 4 zeros, 7. Okay, these are the levels I'm looking at for Bonk for the first breakout, and take a look at the volume candle that we're getting on Bonk. I am bullish on Bonk as well. SNEK, S-N-E-K, I'm not in this one, but it looks very good, up 17%. Keep this one on your radar, along with Brett, B-R-E-T-T, looking very good, up 14%. And this one could be now about to finally break out. This could be, it has not broken out yet like Pepe, where it hits this high, kind of trades, and it didn't get its actual breakout yet. Next up is CAT. CAT actually came up, broke out to new highs, and came down, and is basing off of the old highs, which is a very nice technical thing to see for CAT. So I think this is another one that'll be great. And then lastly, Peanut. Peanut just has been climbing since inception of early November. So keep this one on your radar. And lastly, I want to just touch on Tesla really quick. Tesla came up, rejected off of 362, came down to 303.50. Ultimately, this entire run has burnt short sellers. Short sellers likely added on here. They're trying to keep it down. The more news that comes out with Elon and Trump, the more I expect Tesla to potentially get gaps higher. But this could very well have been the high for Tesla so far. Just be very wary of this. If we break back above 62, it's coming to 421 in my opinion. If we break below 303.50, the floor is going to fall out from underneath Tesla, and we're coming back down to 271. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Don't forget to join the Discord. It's the very top link under the video. Come get in there. If you're not subscribed to my second channel yet, we just need 17 more subscribers before I drop the first video. So get over there. That link is in the description as well. My custom indicator, which you can get for 2 weeks for free, pattern detection and forecasting. It detects patterns, gives you price targets, and forecasts what the stock might do. And I honestly think I have one of the most powerful indicators out there. So go do that, guys. And if you want up to 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000 per stock, so a chance at 30 grand. Realistically, you're gonna get like 100 to 500 bucks for free, probably. Either way, use my link, open a Moomoo account, and make a deposit into there to start earning your free stocks. They're also giving you a $30 cash reward once you deposit $100. And again, you don't have to trade with this. Feel free to withdraw it. But their platform is great to trade on. I personally trade on it. Gives you level 2 order book data for free, access to trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges, and more as a retail trader. And also, they're giving you 8.1% APY on your cash when it's sitting and not in a stock, which is crazy. So go to that, guys. Press the links. I love you all. God bless. Lottery Stocks out.